Hello and welcome to Perrys Hyundai in Luton. My name is Vicky Parrott and I'm here to talk to you about this, the Hyundai IONIQ 5. Now this is properly exciting, this car. I am a bit of an EV advocate. I love electric cars. I drive them all the time and I think this is one of the absolute best that you can buy. It's just been launched. It is absolutely cutting edge in its technology in every respect. But before I talk about that, just look at this thing. It's got a fantastic, really modern retro styling to it. Really minimalist, quite kind of blocky, straight lines. It looks absolutely fantastic, like nothing else on the road. I think Hyundai have done a fantastic job. And it really shows that this is a properly premium car as well. And it feels it inside and it looks it outside. Anyway, pure electric cars, everybody panics about the range. The IONIQ 5 is great for that. Even the cheapest car, which starts from about £37,000, you get a range of 238 miles, or if you go up to the highest level car, you're looking at 280 miles. So it really has got the long range thing nailed. Not only that, but it is about as fast charging as you possibly get. So you're looking at 18 minutes for an 80% charge in this car if you can get to one of the super rapid chargers on the motorways. It is just all the car you ever need, and not only that, it's one of the best electric cars out there. It's just fantastic. And on that note, let's get inside and have a look at the interior. Now, the IONIQ 5 is, as I said, a really cutting edge car, and nowhere is that more obvious than in the interior, where you get more of these kind of horizontal lines that I mentioned on the outside of the car, but also you get fantastic double digital screen. It's instantly feels like a very different car to pretty much anything else out there. It's really fantastic, really modern, really futuristic. You get this big panoramic screen here for the driver, so you've got your speed, you've got different kind of readouts that you can have on here, so different information you can choose. And of course you have got your standard touchscreen here, which has also got shortcut buttons to make it easy to get through all the functions, including your search for a rapid charger on the roads if you need to, for a public charger. Your standard nav functions, you've got all of your infotainment stuff, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all of that stuff. You've got your USB connections for charging. So you have got all of that standard stuff that you're going to rely on and use every day. But because it's such a kind of modern, high-tech look in here, it just feels like something completely different. It's like the future of cars. It's fantastic. All of these, like I said, straight lines, the design, it's just fabulous. Also really comfy car. All the materials feel really classy. So it feels like a proper sort of step up in here. It's just lovely. And I mean that, whether you're comparing it to other petrol and diesel cars or other electric cars, it's a really, really fabulous interior. Not only that, it's a really spacious interior. Those rear seats in the back, they slide, they recline, there's masses of space. It's a really fabulous family car, this. There's also a decent sized boot, so it really kind of does do everything you would want of a family car, just as it does do everything you would want of a proper kind of high class, long range electric car. So we've looked at the outside of the car, we've looked at the inside of the car, we've talked about how high tech this car is. But what is the IONIQ 5 like to drive? Well, it is, do you know what? It's really lovely. Electric cars have, they don't have a gearbox, so it's a direct drive. So basically you don't have that kind of slight hesitation or any lurching as it changes gears, so you get perfectly smooth kind of build of acceleration, really lovely. And also, whichever of the IONIQ 5s you go for, you do get really decent acceleration. But if you go for the four-wheel drive, you get like hot hatch performance. I mean, you're talking about nearly 5 seconds to 62. It is fast. So it's not just like relaxing and calm and lovely. It's also, it can be virtually a performance car, which is pretty amazing for something that's this efficient as well. Not only that, the steering's really light, it's very easy to maneuver, visibility all round is really good. This is a really relaxing car to spend time in, and it's also a bit fun if you want it to be. And I think that's really all that you could, more than you could ask. And I think it's just wonderful to drive. I really like it. Now, I mentioned that the ranges on these cars, because obviously you've got a variety of batteries, so even the more affordable IONIQ 5, you're going to get a 238 mile official range. I think realistically you're looking at probably about 200 miles in real world stuff, and that's fantastic. That starts at about £37,000. Or you can go for the bigger 73 kilowatt hour car, and that's going to be looking at more like, well, an official range of 280 miles, which is fabulous. Really good. And to be honest, I just think for the money, the IONIQ 5 is offering so much in terms of charging speed, in terms of a really lovely sort of serene driving experience. It really is the complete package, I reckon. So if you've got any more questions, as I've said, don't hesitate to get down to the Perrys Hyundai guys down at Luton. They can answer all of your questions, show you around the car, and go for it, because it really is a fantastic thing.